pipeline is that part of us that never asks for consent, that looks at the hillside and says "or" rather than "whose place." It's that drive for development that tells the mountains to bend over and never asks if they want to. Because we've been building pipelines since we got here, pressing pipe to get resources since we got here. Gravel, rail tracks, telephone lines. Immigrants' feet tracing straight lines from the land to the city. While blood, berry plants, and the dead things watch. While blood, berries, and the dead things watch. The pipeline is that madness that sees only what it forces other things to accept. It's that way of seeing that refuses to understand that ownership of a berry patch is the same level of development as a pipeline. That ownership of a berry patch is the same cultural significance as a bean field or a ballot box or a pipeline. The pipeline is the mine shaft, the rock crusher, the railway track, the gravel pit, the dynamite, the coal mines, the paving machines, the effluent dumped into the water, the feller buncher, the chainsaw, the salmon pens. The pipeline's a sheet of blank paper with a bunch of signatures on it, and the promise, always broken, that we'd recognize Indian land here or there. Because we've been building pipelines since we got here, pressing pipe to get resources since we got here. Gravel, rail tracks, telephone lines, feet tracing straight lines from the land to the city. While blood, berry plants, and the dead things watch. While blood, berries, and the dead things watch. So say a prayer for that which is blind. Say a prayer for the one who cannot hear. For our ears have been made deaf by the guns we hold and those held against us. And the words have been impressed into our tongues, and the words we press into other people's tongues. And say a prayer for the voice returning, for those who are remembering to pray at corners and 10 berry patches. And say a prayer for the blood we've shed on this land, and the blood we've set dripping through our pipelines. Because we've been building pipelines since we got here, pressing pipe to get resources since we got here, feet tracing straight lines from the land to the city. While blood, berry plants, and the dead things watch. While blood, berries, and the dead things watch.